Pilsētā runā, ka VEFs esot kaut ko nozaguši Valmierai. Nu, tas nav ne Aleksandrovs, ne Niedra, bet viens skapīts ir aizpildījies. Tur jau viņš sēž. Kērtiss Holiss.
What do you think? Was it stealing from Valmiera or no? Or it's just business and it's okay?
Yeah, man. I don't think it's stealing. I think it's business. And sometimes in life, you got to make tough decisions in order to grow. So.
Pilnu interviju skaties VEF Riga YouTube kanālā Jaunajā VEF Focus epizodē. First of all, welcome to Riga, Kērtiss.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate you.
So, for a lot of players, I guess it's been normal that you play good against some team, and then you play in that team you played good against. So that's the same story with you here in Latvia.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, it's been a good opportunity for me to come here. Of course, I love everybody in Valmieras, but I couldn't really pass on the opportunity to come to this club.
How surprised you were that, you played in Valmiera. Valmiera went doing great during the last few months, and now you're here in Riga. Was it a surprise for you, or you were preparing that, Valmiera will be just kind of step for me to go further?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really surprising. I kind of had to plan with my agent to go there for a month and kind of get back in shape, get back playing, because I dealt with a little injury. But I mean, we were always in talks with VEF, but they kind of wanted to see more from me, see me in person. So I wasn't fully surprised, but I was more like happy that it finally happened. And like I said, Valmiera was great, but it kind of was like a stepping stone for me.
So, but for you, you missed the opportunity to get the Latvian Cup, because with Valmiera you get into the finals.
Yeah, I mean, of course I would have loved to play, but business called. I had to come immediately and get straight to getting acclimated here. So, that's kind of what happened. But I wish them all the best, and I hope they for sure take the cup final.
Yeah, now of course you can say it, because VEF is not playing in the final, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So you were playing against VEF 2 games, 2 good games for Valmiera, not so good for us. What were you thinking then? What kind of team is it?
I thought the team was pretty good. I thought there were pieces there. I love Coach. I love his intensity and how he coaches the guys. I kind of studied him a little bit because I kind of knew I was in talks with him. So I kind of wanted to have a little side eye while I was playing, see how guys were playing, see how the coach was coaching. And so it was good. I had good impressions.
Do you feel also some tension? Because of course we wanted to win that cup. And now we want from you to deliver. We still have 2 tournaments to win this season.
Yeah, I don't really feel too much pressure. I mean, obviously I know the club has big dreams and wants to really win everything. And I mean, I come from winning. I've won in Helsinki, I won in Canada, I won 2 championships last year. So, I'm just trying to get acclimated and just figure out everything Coach wants, everything the team needs from me. And, I'm trying to just do my part, and I think we'll be fine. So no stress.
Yeah, you've been winning in a past. So can you tell us, what do you think? What is that champion's mentality? What is it? Something you can tell about?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just got to have a good mindset every day. Good habits every day. It starts every day. It starts in practice. Building team chemistry. And there's a lot that kind of goes into winning, but once everybody's on the same page, it's like it's rolling. So I feel like that's what we're trying to do here. We're kind of getting it started, getting it rolling. I'm meeting everybody. Everybody's meeting me. Coach is putting in new stuff, and then we're gonna go from there. So there's a couple elements to winning championships, but like I said, I think we have everything here to do it.
Okay, let's talk about you.
Okay.
So yesterday I was going through clubs you were playing, and I think you'll teach us some geography also here in Riga if we will check those clubs and where they are and so on.
Yeah.
So lots of traveling actually.
Yeah.
Your decision to come from United States, from Texas, right,
Texas.
To Germany first.
Yo.
So how did that happen? The very first time you came to Europe.
So I was playing in the JBA, the Junior Basketball Association, with LeVar Ball, LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo Ball. So I played in that league. If you ask me, I go back to college. I would have stayed in college, but it happened how it happened. And I ended up playing. We played in Latvia actually, I think against Latvia. So we ended up playing against them, and then we kind of went on a little bit of a tour. And I played in Germany, and I kind of got recruited from there. And so that's how I went to Germany my first year. This is my 8th year pro. I'm 27, so I started when I was 19. So I've been around, like you said, and I've been a lot of different places, and that's kind of how it happened.
But GB, that was, you were hot there. You were like scoring 30, even 40 points in some games.
Yeah.
And that was kind of super new project. Mm-hmm. You decided to jump in that. And
yeah, I felt like it was a good opportunity for me. When I was younger, I was a little sped up. I kind of wanted to start playing pro out the gate. I ended up talking to LeVar Ball. He told me about the league. He told me that we were going to go on a European tour. So that kind of sold me, Obviously, I wanted to make some money too when I was younger, so that had a part of it. I just kind of jumped into the project. I ended up being on the Facebook, like they had like a Ball in the Family TV show. So I was getting some stuff from that too, and I was all over that. So, overall, it was a good opportunity. It was a big platform, and I took advantage of it. So it was cool.
Yeah, but nothing was for granted. You had to prove yourself to get into that USA team, right? Mm-hmm. To go across the Europe.
Yeah, of course. Kind of just like everywhere I've been, I've always had to prove myself. We had to be one of the top players in the regular league. So the regular league, we went to different states, and we played in different states in the United States. And I ended up being an all-star in that league. And then he took the best players from that, and we went to Europe. So yeah, I definitely had to prove myself.
Okay, after that, back to USA, to mm-hmm. G League, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a couple G League stints with Santa Cruz Warriors in the G League, which is the Golden State Warriors G League club, and the Detroit Pistons G League club, which is Motor City Cruise. So I had a couple stints there as well, yep.
And that was while you still were aiming to USA?
Yeah.
Staying there more?
Yeah, I was definitely trying to get in the NBA, trying to get eyes on me and stuff like that. So that's always been a goal for me, is to play in the NBA, playing in the league. So that's kind of where those stepping stones took, for sure.
Okay, but now you see that VEF is also a platform where you can show yourself to Europe, best Europe clubs, EuroLeague. Nothing is impossible here.
Absolutely, yeah. My agent has a few guys that's played with VEF, and they end up going really high, and that's my ambition, is playing at the highest level in Europe. So that's definitely a reason why I came here.
Okay, but is basketball everywhere the same? For example, let's compare Latvia with USA, Germany, mm-hmm. Canada, mm-hmm. Finland, Dominican, and name those other countries also. Where it's is it the same everywhere, or actually no?
I think basketball is always basketball, but there's definitely different play styles. There's definitely different players. There's definitely different flows of the game. So I think it's different everywhere, but it's always basketball, of course, you know what I mean? But say Latvia is probably a more physical league than Finland and Helsinki. There's maybe more talents on teams because you have more imports. So there's just stuff like that. Canada, we were playing NBA rules, so I was playing 48 minutes compared to 40. So there's different rules and there's different regulations everywhere.
How is it to switch from, let's say, from NBA rules to FIBA rules? Because we've seen, not maybe lately, but previously, that players still want to take time out when they're on a court.
Yeah, luckily for me, when I was younger, I kind of played FIBA a little bit. So when I went and played in the Canada League and it was NBA rules, I kind of was already adapted to playing in Europe and stuff like that.
And there you forgot that I could take the time out, actually.
Yeah, for sure. And just different stuff like that, yeah.
Tāpat kā dzīvē nav divu vienādu rokrakstu vai raksturu, tāpat nav arī divu līdzīgu biznesa izaugsmes stāstu. Un tāpat kā dzīvē, arī biznesā mēs meklējam tos, kas vēlas mūs saprast. Veiksmīgi uzņēmumi prasa uzmanību un iedziļināšanos. Tas ir tas, ko saņemsiet Rietumu bankā. Rietumu banka ir Latvijas lielākā vietējā kapitāla banka, kas finansē biznesa attīstību.
Okay, so well, the cultures and everything around the club and the country. Where was your the biggest culture shock? Was that wow? It's really happening like this here. It's I don't know. For example, here does this winter somehow surprises you? Okay, you've been in Finland and Canada, maybe not so much, but still minus 30 Celsius.
I mean,
it's cold.
I will probably say here it's been a little bit like whoa, it's freezing. You know what I mean? It was cold in Helsinki for sure in Canada, but it's kind of a different type of cold here. You know, it's like super freezing. But you know, I'm used to the cold a little bit, so it's not too hard. But yeah, here's been a culture shock, and I was in Valmieras a little bit too, so it's not really like Riga. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's probably what I'd say.
Okay, Riga is. It's kind of big city, even in Europe, terms. But Valmiera is it's super small. I know it. I learned there. I was studying it with the University College, which is also in the name of the club.
Okay.
So it's my heart is also a little bit there. but still, it's something super small.
Yeah. I mean, Valmiera was definitely small. You know, it was cool. It's kind of like a family environment. You know, I didn't really do much out there. I was kind of just focused on basketball and getting myself right. I kicked it with my teammates a little bit, but, you know, I was definitely eating the same food, kind of the same little situations with Hesburger and stuff like that. So I had to adapt to that. I had to learn how to cook a little bit too. Never learned how to cook, but it was okay. You know what I mean? They took me in for me, and I loved them for them, and it was great overall.
For you, hanging out, what do you understand with that? What's the nice place to go eat for you? What are you looking for? I don't know, burgers, sushi, or pizzas. What's the best for you?
I'm a pasta guy, so I love pasta. I love that type of food. So I've been trying to find a really good pasta spot. Maybe you'll have some suggestions for me. I had some Mexican food yesterday. I haven't had Mexican food for a while, so I'm really just trying everything. I'm like a foodie for sure. I love to eat, and you know, maybe I'll try some new food as well.
So you're looking for some Italy club also?
Yeah, maybe, you never know, you know, if it works out, maybe, you know, but I got to handle business here first for sure.
Yeah, so Milano maybe the next step. That would be interesting.
Bologna maybe.
Bologna, see. Okay, but still about those different clubs you've been and played. What's the best memory for you? Having the championship, it's always nice to have, right? But still, is something else you that was the club, that was the thing.
Man, I hate to be kind of cliche, but definitely last year when I was in Helsinki was probably one of my favorite years. I had a really good chemistry with our team. We all were really focused. We all really close off the court. We hung out all the time. And I still talk to these guys to this day. We have a really good relationship. Even Canada, when I won in the CBL in Canada, that was a really good opportunity for me. And I had an up and down year because I was coming off an injury. So to win that was really great. But I'd probably say those two for sure.
How is it? How Americans look to Canadian basketball? Because of course we know some players. Even now we can watch them in NBA, and they have Toronto, and Toronto won the NBA championship and so on. But it's okay, they are playing ice hockey. The Americans are playing basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Canada's basketball is starting to really grow. You kind of are seeing Canadians become better and better every year and starting to turn up on the platform and playing in the NBA, playing at high level colleges. So Canada is definitely turning into a basketball country, I think. And the talent's really well there. The CBL league I play in, there's always really talented guys, high level guys that's come from NBA, come from China, come from high levels in Europe and stuff like this. So it's really competitive, and I really enjoy it.
Okay, I like the name Bandits of the team. That was my favorite name of your clubs. About the infrastructure and how many spectators come to Canada League.
Yeah, I don't really know the number, but
approximately.
I feel like different markets are different. Where I ended up in Niagara was maybe a smaller market because a smaller city, but it's still be sold out maybe 4,000 or 5,000, you know, at the top, you know what I mean? And then you got places like Vancouver with the Bandits where I was at, and that's kind of like a bigger place. So they'd have a bigger arena, maybe be able to sell out more. So it was a little bit of up and down, but overall, like the fan turnout was amazing.
But it's kind of interesting, right? When you're in Vancouver, let's say in a big arena, and then Valmieras, or actually also Riga.
Yeah.
You play in a kind of small arena. Do you somehow you need to find the motivation for to play in that small arena?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't come automatically, right? If you come to an arena where there's 10,000 spectators all around and everyone is cheering, then of course you get chills and you wanna play. But in those smaller arenas,
I mean, of course you get the juice and the little goosebumps playing in front of a bunch of people and all that. But it kind of just depends, for me, I don't really need motivation to go play in the smaller places. I'm just trying to win. I'm trying to do what I need to do for myself and for my job. So you never have to give me motivation to get up and come play, but it's definitely a little different. Of course, you kind of got to bring your own energy to the guys and pick your guys up by yourself, and you don't really have all the big fans to come and help. But overall, if you end up going deep in the playoffs or you end up getting to that point, that's when it's going to become that. So it's kind of like let's just win, let's do what we got to do, and then all that will happen.
Okay, now we are one step before Winter Olympics. Do you watch other sports except basketball?
I do a little bit. I'm mostly all basketball, but maybe I can expand a little bit. I didn't even know the Winter Olympics was coming up, so this is news
in
to
Italy.
Me. It's really, this is news to me, but I mean, I'm intrigued now, so I'll definitely check some stuff out.
Well, in Latvia, one of basketball is sports number one here, and if somebody says something else, I don't believe it. But the ice hockey is number two, I would say, together with football. But Latvia has its ice hockey team there in Olympics, and we're playing against USA.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they pretty good? The
USA?
team?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
Latvian is really good. Also good. Yeah.
Okay. When is it?
It's a few weeks.
Okay. In Italy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang, maybe I'll have to watch that. That'll be interesting. That's cool.
Well, but anything else from I don't know, Super Bowl is coming also.
Yeah.
I bet you're gonna watch it also.
Yeah, I'll probably watch the Super Bowl. I'm from Texas, so football is a big thing in Texas. I grew up playing football, so I definitely watched a little bit of football, a little bit of baseball. I played baseball growing up too, so I kind of.
So you were actually in a football team also, and you kind of had to decide either go the basketball way or a football way.
My senior year of high school. Like I said, I grew up playing football, so I played my freshman year of high school. Then I stopped, and I was like, I'm just gonna play basketball. I'm chilling. My dad coached me, so he kind of wasn't really too happy with that. But my senior year, I had all the basketball stuff going on. I was good, and I was like, let's just go try football for fun. Let's see what it can do for me in high school. And I ended up going to this Cowboys camp. I ended up playing really well, winning the MVP. The Cowboys coaches were like, you'll never play basketball again. Basketball's not your sport. And I looked at him and said, y'all are crazy, but you know what I mean? It was cool. I had a good time. I ended up playing 7 games. I had some offers from big schools, and so I kind of had to pick and decide. But overall, I mean, I didn't love football that much in terms of being out there on the field. It's hot. I'm getting hit. I was cool with that. I just wanted to play basketball. That was my love.
Okay, and to cover up, lately lots of talking about USA in a media, and there's lots of news coming from USA. It's mostly about the president.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I think in every social network bubble, you get some Epstein files about. How do you think, is the world changing somehow now?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do. Me being able to play overseas and stuff like that has opened my mind and my brain a lot. So, I think a lot of people kind of get caught up in places they're at. Americans get caught up in all the stuff going on in America. They kind of just need to expand it a little bit and see what's out there, you know what I mean? But obviously in the States it's been a little bit crazy with a lot of stuff going on, and I'm sure there's a lot of people from the outside that don't really know what's going on, and just a lot. So the world's definitely changing. It's a new generation, new players in terms of basketball, in terms of guys being coached differently. So it's always changing, but I think if people just, kind of just accept the news and get the information, that'll help them out more in the long run.
Thank you.
My man, appreciate you.
Bonusi visiem! Ienāc un saņem labāko kazino piedāvājumu. Jaunais Fēniks. 2 reiz vairāk, 2 reiz labāk.